One of the things that's been a little different about this destination, aside from the fact that it is not an Airbnb, is that we cannot get mail. So there are different periods or months throughout our trip where we can, but this one cannot, and we have run into hiccup after hiccup with that. And one of the problems we ran into with the earache that I had was that I needed some additional supplements. I've been working with a holistic coach. They've been helping me with different things. We've been working through a detox. It's been great. But the particular supplements that they were recommending for me are not things you can go pick up at the store normally. So after much researching, I finally found a local holistic doctor that just happened to be carrying that particular supplement. But what made this excursion incredibly fun was that I suddenly had some connections with locals who had a ton of recommendations for things to do in the area. Let me share just a few that they gave me. First of all, they suggested Founders Park, but to be aware of rattlesnakes, which, being honest, we went to Founders Park, saw the rattlesnake sign, and turned around because we were a little freaked out. But since then, we've gone to the Badlands, and I think we're a little bit more confident to try that again. They recommended Canyon Lake, which is absolutely gorgeous, wonderful hike along a beautiful lake and some rocks and evergreen trees. I thought it was really cool. They recommended Buzzard's Roost, which we've driven by but haven't visited yet, visiting some of the caves and bear country and Falling Rock Lookout. They said there's not a lot of hiking there, but just bring a chair, relax, which I thought was kind of a fun idea. They also suggested visiting the Cathedral Spires in Custer State Park, which we did, visiting Crazy Horse and Mount Rushmore as well. And then hiking in the Black Forest National Park at Spearfish Canyon, which was a little bit of a drive and hike, but it was still really kind of a cool experience, and I felt accomplished at the top. Maybe not the most best scenic one on the 76 trail, but I think there's other hikes that you could do in the area. And then something that I hadn't even realized was that Medora, North Dakota, which is like 3.5 hours from here, there is another national park, which we're crossing off national parks on our trip. So now as a result, we're going to change up some of our plans and make sure to make that a stop on our way to our next destination. So thank you to these lovely holistic ladies at AltMed Services, not only for helping me get the supplements that I need, but also for some amazing local recommendations.